Hello and welcome. I'm TJ, licensed optician here at SportRx. Today we're going to be talking about the top 3 Dragon goggles of the 2022-23 snow season. A couple of things to remember when we're talking about these goggles are what you're going to get out of it, what you can come to expect in terms of the features with individual model and what they all share together as a whole. Dragon's been in the snow game for quite a long time. They have 20 plus years experience on the slopes, so they've had plenty of time to dial in all of the features and details that you look for in a goggle that's going to optimize your overall snow experience. So let's get started. Okay, so what are some things you get to look forward to when you purchase a Dragon goggle? Well, foam performance. Triple layer fleece line that is antimicrobial and helps whisk away moisture. You got the super anti-fog treatment that includes armored venting. And what I'm speaking to when I say armored venting is this top layer right here. And if you're somebody like me who tends to be a little bit hard on their goggles, then you'll appreciate this, because if you've had ripped foam in the past, well, you can understand that's probably not something that you want. You also got the 1.5-inch silicone beaded strap instead of the lined silicone that you see normally on back straps, which I feel like gives you a little bit more grip, especially when applied to the back of the helmet. And of course, it's micro fleece line for extra comfort. Helmet compatibility, of course, it should be compatible with most helmets on the market, save a few maybe, but we haven't come across them yet. You can also look forward to their patented frameless technology, which is part of the lens shape, which just looks cool overall, that everybody can appreciate. Last but not least, and quite possibly my favorite feature, is the Swift Lock magnetic lens tech that also includes a bonus lens for easy and fast interchangeability when you're out on the slopes as lighting conditions change. One more thing I want to say is that the RVX, this goggle here in the middle, is OTG compatible. That stands for over the glasses, but you don't need to worry about that. And if you've seen a bunch of our other videos, you probably know what I'm going to say next. SportRx prescription inserts. These prescription inserts are awesome because you're not worrying or have to worry about losing or breaking your frames up on the mountain. You get a much broader and wider viewing perspective, and it's so much more comfortable. So SportRx prescription inserts, check them out. First up on the docket, we have the PXV2. Now this is the newer version, or the second edition of the original PXV, which I personally love because in my personal experience, it gave you the widest viewing perspective possible. But the one downside of the PXV, the original PXV I should say, is the lens interchangeability. It was a little bit hard and required a little bit of force to interchange those lenses, but with Dragon's Swift Lock technology, it makes it much easier in the second edition version of this goggle. As you can see right here, there's a couple notches down there at the bottom. You just flick those up, lens comes right off. So if you start out on a bluebird day, the clouds roll in, you can switch to the lighter or higher VLT lens, pop it right back on. You almost don't need to touch the lens at all, which reduces smudginess and fingerprints, which everybody can appreciate. Lock those back down into place like so. Boom, and you're ready to ride. And just to show you what it looks like, I'm gonna try this guy on. There you go. So even with my hands all the way out here, I can still see my fingertips, which is the main reason why I got this goggle. Last thing you can really appreciate that I love is Dragon's patented Panotech technology, which means that this lens is toric. So it not only curves cylindrically on the horizontal plane, but also on the vertical plane a little bit right here, meaning you get the best clarity and less distortion throughout each quadrant or whichever part of the lens you might be looking through. So that's the Dragon PXV2, check it out. Next up, we have the RVX MAG, which is OTG compatible, but as we already mentioned, you don't need to worry about that because you've got SportRx prescription inserts, so you could skip over that portion of it. But what I really love about the RVX MAG is it's very similar in shape and style to the PXV2. It's a little bit smaller top down in terms of its overall depth, but still delivers amazing range, top down, left to right, giving you a very wide and broad viewing perspective overall. So the last thing I want to talk about with the RVX MAG is specifically the MAG component, which makes the interchangeability of the lenses even easier, which I'm going to demonstrate for you right now. So as I mentioned, there's one notch right here, so you don't even necessarily need to take the goggle off in order to do it. You just flip the switch right down. Again, it's one switch compared to 2 with the PXV2. But you move that down right there and I can feel the magnets almost pulling it against my face, which you're gonna see in a second really helps guide it back into place. So you can see the magnets are right there at the top of the nose bridge and right at the top of your, what do you call that? The third eye, maybe? And so it guides itself right back into place that you can see right there. and you flip that switch lock back up into place, and you're all set and ready to go. No need to even take them off. RVX MAG OTG, but again, you don't gotta worry about that OTG thanks to SportRx prescription inserts. Okay, let's talk about the X2. Okay, the tried and true X2. This goggle's been around for a long time. One of the main differences you notice right away is the fact that this is a spherical lens compared to the cylindrical in the RVX MAG and the toric lens in the PXV2. So there's a little bit more bulk coming off of the face, but a lot of people really like a spherical lens because it mimics the shape of one's eye. So it's meant to deliver the clearest viewing perspective possible. Obviously, as we mentioned, it's going to come with a bonus lens for lighter conditions versus the heavily mirrored for the very bright conditions that you can see right here. And this utilizes a double tab interchange as well, similar to the PXV2 that I'm going to demonstrate. Of course, you got the armored venting right on top there. So let me throw these guys on so you can get a good idea. And you can just notch these up like so. Lens comes right off, as you can see right there. And while it doesn't necessarily guide back into place thanks to the magnets in the RVX MAG here, it's still pretty seamless and easy to perform. So I'm gonna notch those back on, lock those into place, boom, you're good to go. So that's the X2, and I should say this fits about a medium to large size, I would say. The RVX is about a medium to large as well, and the PXV2 probably a large if I were gonna put a sizing on that. This model's been around for quite a long time. I don't see it going anywhere soon because it's a tried and true design that stands the test of time. X2. Okay, that about wraps it up for our top picks of the best Dragon snow goggle options for the 2022-2023 season. If you guys have any additional questions, give our SportRx opticians a call or leave a comment below. We'll be sure to get back to you and answer any questions you may leave for us. Hit that like and subscribe button. Check us out on social media. And if you want to learn more about Dragon's patented LumaLens snow lens technology, click on the video over here and we will see you guys next time.